Hi everybody, welcome back to Coffee Talk Day 8. So let's get right into it. He really never changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, Zalfa, I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment? Yes. I think the last one was the remedy. But there's no harm in checking some other combinations. Alright, you know what to do. Other combination? I thought it was good. Where is it? Where's the Fury sedatives? It's not here. Forgot. Tea, milk, ginger. If I remember that, if I'm correct, there should be there should be like Gala symbol there. Try this. Thank you. Just what I needed. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. I'm gonna have overhearing you both. Sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh, bodyguard. Didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Oh, those two bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough? Hey, that's stereotyping. Just because I'm a vampire, it doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Besides, I had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was a boy. Every guy who can fight always say like something like this. A couple, really? You were trashed, Hyde. You told him I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, you know, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive. So I hailed a cab. Turns out, he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning. Thank you for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me. What were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything. But it's possible they may have had ties to the Mafia. Why would the Mafia attack you, Mr. Hyde? And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market, I see. A lot of their money. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck. The universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me the night before. Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me they counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, you know. Everyone was broke in the late 60s. Everyone know that. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. Ah, I see. So, how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital, Gala? Well, when he was walking with me, I noticed. Hyde? I preferred if we skipped that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to get any details about it. That's alright. Forgive me for asking. What happened there? There must be some sensitive issue there. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say, something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people life. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or doctor. That's why I choose hospital admin. Oh, so it's not a doctor or nurse, but it's a hospital administrator. I see. So, you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyways, Alpha, I'd like to order something now. What would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? Warm and cool at the same time. So, tea, lemon, honey is warm and cool at the same time. I don't know. I really don't know. Here's your order. Exactly what I wanted. So it doesn't have to be full, I see. So it just has to be the same bar. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. There she goes. Speak of the devil. Hello, good people. One vampire. It's good to see you too. Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work. How can you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Right. I showed Zolf on my draft, and I actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So, I spent the whole day rewriting stuff, and I also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admitting life going? There's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about, but mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Yeah. I don't know what hospital admin does, but they're not someone who treat the patient directly, right? They're, yeah, you know, administrator, handling like who's doctors to sign, who's nurse to sign, how many like stuff we needed, how many room we needed, and shit like that. How many doctors we needed. Things like how much the specialist costs and how much it affects our income, yeah, something like that. I also deal with patients and their families if they require intensive care such as operations. I get through what we do and how much it will cost them. Kinda like biz dev for people's lives then. You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients will find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it. The hospital admin is more like background people, so most people don't really talk about it. Exactly. It's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives anyway. Like, why would they... Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of the mindset, especially in front of this lady here. You. He needs to be a bit less loyal though. Alright. You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Wow! I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years in the same position? Uh-huh. Holy! That's for a promotion, man! And they keep offering me new positions, mostly managerial. Take it! Not interested. Why? Is that something I want? Besides, as I told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing this job. I really can't figure you out. That's gala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Your shift at night? That's a hard shift. Are you going to stay, Hyde? Yeah, I'm enjoying the vibes here. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Few weeks? Not a few days? Yep. Safe trip. See you around, Zalfa. And you, Freya. See you. Take care on your way. You know, it's kinda hard to believe. Someone like Gala could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh really? Man, I miss an interesting story. So how did you guys meet? Seriously, I have to retell the story? Yes! Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Huh, alright then. We met in this place back when it was a bar. And they told the story. Blah 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 blah. Wow, I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. Still though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? Are you trying to sketch the story from me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya. Come on. I won't get into details, but going to war, it messes with your head. Oh. I don't know how war is, but yeah, obviously it's gonna mess with your head and your mental. You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So he only did work that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't help him get over his trauma though, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. Or at least, it's the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle? Hey, I didn't know about it all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we weren't that close yet, so no personal feelings. I needed his strength. But then I got to be interested in him. Interested? I think he's a cool person, that's all. And after a few months, I noticed what? I pressed by accident. I noticed his problem. I suggested to talk about it with someone, seek help, which he refused. No surprises there, but I kinda pushed him to do it. How? It's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in his therapy session. I've never been in I never met what is it, psychologist, psychiater, or is it called in English? You know, psychologist people, mental health problem. You know, most people have that problem. Even my parents like suggested me to go into psychologist back when I was still high school, but I'm too lazy to go there. Of course, I have no idea what happened in his therapy sessions, but in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me, and not so long after that, he started working at the hospital, and he's been Good evening, everyone. I forgot his voice. Oh boy. Good evening. It's nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. Do you have a name? Name? We sure have. Honored, please call us Neil. Hello, Neil. Neil. We are all friends. All friends. Yes, Neil. Is that your real name? Ah, of course not. Due to the nature of our communications, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil Breen, masterpiece master class movie maker. It seems like the name Neil has a lot of association with Earthling effort in intergalactic exploration. I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago, so hello, my name is Freya. You can say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Hi. You come here often? For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Oh, you are not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. You could see his outfit and you could tell that he is from far away. But far away? You mean a few thousand miles or more? More. Much more. More. To the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do your kind dressed like this? Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. Image? Ah, the Aramid Gendru album cover. Aramid Gendru. What the frick is that? No wonder you look familiar. As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something for the barista. What do you want to drink tonight? The usual? That is how you said yes? Yes. So, anything? Yes, we won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You really can't taste anything? Yes. What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise. But we doubt you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. What would it be? So I searched for it. It's milk, honey, mint. Is this true? The people on the internet doesn't troll me. Let's see, I hope I got this right. Thank you. What the? Interesting. Before you ask, yes, that's how they drink. This. Oh my god, what happened to his helmet? There's a party in there. What is this? We have never been able to taste anything in our life. But this is a breakthrough. We have to report immediately. This is Buzz Lightyear, code 0, code 0. Done. Thank you so much for all our kind. You're one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes. Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil? Us. We are travelers, doing our job in a space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds. You really are here to find a date? All the way from a galaxy far, far away? Wow. It turns out perfect exists everywhere in the universe. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand, but we are glad if we can make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. Ah, man. But we believe it is alright to share with you tonight. Thanks to this eye-opening drink from the barista. I owe you this story, so why? Everyone, including us and you and everyone else, is tasked to keep the balance of the universe, but sometimes it is hard for some civilizations to maintain balance by themselves, because unknown threats that are beyond each civilization's power can appear. And that is where we come in. I still don't see the relation between that and impregnating us. You're quite dense, aren't you? Hey! You came here to give seeds, so a half-breed of your kind can be born on Earth. That is correct. That half-breeds will be half Earthlings and half whatever you are. Yes. Assuming you have some powers that we can't comprehend, you are trying to make sure Earth will have its own protector. That is 100% correct. Holy shit! You're trying to give us a superhero? Yes, that is what your people will call the protector. But why go through all the hassle? That sounds like a lot of work. Wanna just explain this to someone? I'm sure a lot of women wouldn't mind giving birth to a superhero. Sadly, it's not that simple. The future protector has to be someone that loves this planet more than anything. They have to be born out of love, which we have learned. It's a very complicated feeling on Earth. We have it easier back home due to the nature of our communication. We understand everyone deeply by default. So everyone on our planet loves each other from the moment they are born. My neck is hurting me. My throat, not my neck. That sounds beautiful and creepy. Why? It sounds like a planet is a giant spherical. Oh my god. That doesn't sound like it, Freya. That was a badly chosen word, but it is lovely similar to the truth. Oh my. If what you say is true, shouldn't we help them to get laid with love? Guidance is all we need. Otherwise, we might be responsible for the birth of a super evil person instead. Well, how's the mission going so far? We kinda say it is going well. I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that. Can you handle them though? Me? I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if I decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further, if it got you a good story. Are you not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong though. I go on a date with them, but I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. For what we gathered, doesn't mean you are willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories. Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories, but only sleep someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of those terms before. Let's check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many earthlings met with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yes, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Why would it be a strange concept? I don't understand. Then why, with such rules, they still face overpopulation problems? Because one family could have 10 children, that's why. Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So, even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking control of the planet. At least, that was what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case. But Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today, but we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? That's what I asked a girl every time I met one. Hey, can I use something? How can I become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating. Boyfriends or girlfriends, you know. Before you talk about marriage. Okay, so, how can we become your boyfriend? You can start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I am single. Do you want to be our? Now, the path to starting to date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow, the breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. It can be easier if you're a smooth talker. Someone good at communicating with others, that would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms. Condoms! It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy. Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Oh, Neil. Pleasure. This information is too much to process in one evening. So, we'll talk about using condoms. But how do you can have sex? Like, seeing how you drink? A condom might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it? We are pretty flexible with it. What the frick does that mean? Flexible? But we cannot tell you all the details unless we agree to do the mating ritual. I don't want to imagine how it's done. Me too, Freya. I don't know. I don't want to think about it. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Especially the mental part. We did our research. And we tried it on a testing object we made. What the frick? It was proven. The mental capacity of Earthling is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It meant a lot for our mission, but we have to report our finding to the base. How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information? We are not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We are off now. Bye. Take care on your way, sir. Bye-bye now. That was meaningful conversation about making bebe. That was really something. Indeed. He said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but then that never came. And they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer arc? Wow, I dread to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. By the way, has that young man been back since I spoke with her last time? You mean Miss Lua? Yeah, her. Oh, showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago, and Freya was being pretty nosy, to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion. My, you really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation, unless it really piques his interest, or it annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul. Why would he go to Korea suddenly? So, I'm off for the day. Huh? You're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Yeah, he's a model, so of course he'll go to somewhere, so everywhere. Oh well, it will be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. Nice. Nice conversation about making Baba there. About relationship. Awesome. Wednesday, September 13, 2020. Damn, 2020. We already gone past that. It's already 2021 and the year is still bad. We thought 2020 will be the worst, like 2021 will be getting better, but no. Protests arise over government treatment of Atlantic immigrants. Oh, is that like pepper spray? The overmade cause faces challenge against an unexpected competitor. The Mother Earth organization fights to save more forests. Alright then. That's it for today. Fun conversation about relationship and all that. And we get to hear about Gala and Hyde background, so you know how Mr. Gala a soldier and now he's an hospital admin, and you know how war veteran always have something like PTSD or mental problems from their war experience. I mean, of course, most people that joins the war will have some mental problems because it's a bad thing to experience. So that's all for today. Thank you very much if you're watching this video. I'll see you in the next episode I upload. Bye bye.